Okay, let's unpack this. We are doing a deep dive into the ultimate buy now, pay later showdown, Klarna versus PayPal. And this is really for you, the savvy consumer, trying to figure out which of these BNPL services, actually delivers on that promise of interest-free flexibility.
Exactly. And when that convenience suddenly becomes a real cost trap.
We've got sources detailing everything, late fees, global reach, even some hidden subscription costs that were pretty surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission is to really get into the numbers. I mean, you start with PayPal's massive user base, what is it, 429 million users.
Yeah.
And then you try to figure out the real risk of each platform.
What's fascinating to me is that you're comparing two fundamentally different systems here. Klarna, it's typically for interest-free payments,
Right.
and PayPal is usually their pay-in-3 model. This brings up a critical question right away. What happens when you miss just one payment?
And this is where it gets really interesting in the fine print. Both systems, they sound great until, well, you missed that deadline.
Yeah.
Let's look at Klarna first. So 4 installments, all interest-free. But if you slip up, you immediately face a flat $7 late fee.
And our sources point out something important. People often have multiple small purchases going at once.
Exactly. So multiple purchases mean multiple penalties. They can stack up so fast, and one source actually noted it can cause significant emotional damage.
Connecting that to the bigger picture, PayPal handles it very, very differently. They don't do a flat fee.
Yeah.
Instead, they apply a really high annual percentage rate. It's a staggering 21.9% APR on the outstanding debt.
Wow. Okay, so that disparity it's crucial for the consumer to get. Klarna gives you predictable pain, these small fixed fees.
Yeah, predictable.
But PayPal introduces this variable compounding risk that could escalate way faster if you lose track.
Absolutely. So that makes sense. A flat $7 fee, you know the damage instantly. But isn't the sheer possibility of that 21.9% APR, which is compounding on the entire remaining balance, isn't that potentially the bigger long-term threat?
I think so. The data shows predictability is a huge selling point, but we have to look beyond just the late fees.
To the subscriptions. Klarna recently launched this thing called CLA Plus for $7.99 a month.
Which sort of changes the whole zero-cost appeal of the service, doesn't it? Why would they even do that? The whole premise is no subscriptions.
That is a very good question. Our analysis suggests it's not really a premium service for everyone. You'd have to spend something like $400 a month just to break even.
So it's really aimed at the highest volume, most consistent users.
Exactly. It narrows Klarna's appeal quite a bit for the average person.
Meanwhile, PayPal avoids that, but their hidden costs are tied to their massive global reach.
The currency conversion fees.
Yeah, if you're shopping internationally, you're looking at 3 to 4%. And that difference in scope, it tells a huge story. PayPal, 200 countries. Klarna is only in 45.
So if you're buying software from another country or traveling, Klarna just isn't an option a lot of the time.
Right, and that's often why PayPal's currency fee, even though it's high, it's sometimes the only game in town.
And this directly impacts acceptance and, I think crucially, consumer trust. According to the research, PayPal wins on dispute resolution and just general consumer experience.
What were the scores?
It was an 8.3 in consumer satisfaction for PayPal versus Klarna's 6.2. The qualitative data was even starker. Klarna's customer service was described in our sources as brutal.
Wow, brutal. That is a strong word. I mean, that huge score difference really shows that PayPal is selling infrastructure and trust, not just a way to pay. But hold on, let's talk about who else is paying for all this. The merchants. Klarna's fees are significant, right? They're like 3.29% to almost 6%.
And this is where the market is kind of converging. You should note that PayPal raised its standard fees to 4.99% starting in January 2025.
So they're basically matching Klarna's higher end.
Pretty much. The growth of BNPL, which is now about 5% of all transactions, is pushing both of them to this high fee structure. For retailers, neither one is a bargain anymore.
So what does this all mean for you, the person trying to make a smart decision here?
The verdict seems pretty clear. PayPal wins on global acceptance and that robust dispute resolution. It's just the safer, more trusted option.
And Klarna.
Klarna is really only effective if you are perfectly disciplined and if you like the predictable, lower-risk nature of that flat late fee. And of course, this is all educational commentary, not financial advice.
Right. The hidden truth here seems to be that competition is improving things, and a lot of savvy merchants just offer both now.
Which makes sense.
So avoiding that CLA Plus subscription, and most importantly, never missing a deadline, that's the key to making these services actually work for you.
And I'll leave you with a final thought to chew on. If this BNPL market really does stabilize with these high merchant fees, around 5%,
Yeah.
how long until the big established credit card providers just start introducing their own similar short-term, zero-interest installment plans to compete directly? Keep questioning everything.